Yeah. Uh, okay. Okay. So, today what we need to discuss today is the workshop. This workshop is completely free, everyone. So this workshop, we need to discuss what is Power BI. This workshop related to Power BI only. Okay. So what is Power BI and why this is came to the picture? What are the good features in this Power BI? When compared to other reporting tools, what are the drawbacks there and why everyone using Power BI? And so these are the topics. So today we need to discuss about this one. These are the topics we need to discuss. Introduction to the Power BI, comparison with other tools, why the Power BI, okay? What are the prerequisites, installation process, and what are the supported data sources? That means, okay, what is data source and everything, and what is visualization, okay? What are the new features in Power BI? That means how the features are released, okay, how the versions are released, whether it is on monthly basis or quarterly basis, all the things, and whenever they are going to release, what are the new things will be there in the Power BI. Each and everything I will show you clearly. Okay. So yeah, I will show you all the things. So whatever the points here, all the points I need to show you practically. Okay. Is it clear, Samir? Okay. See here. First of all, what is Power BI? Okay. Power BI is nothing but it's just a reporting tool. Okay. What is reporting tool? Means whatever the data we are getting from the different data sources. Okay. So what is reporting tool means? See, nowadays everyone is trying to choose reporting tools because low coding, that means no coding will be there in these reporting tools. That's the reason everyone will try to use this Power BI. Okay. So that means what is Power BI? Whatever the business data is there, that data is unstructured data. So by using this Power BI tool, we can make that particular data in a structural format, and that data we can represent in a different visualization or in a pictorial representation is called as visualization. So all the thing, that means whatever the data is there. See why this Power BI reporting tools are came to the picture means, suppose if you write anything in the paragraph wise, okay, so everyone, some people are reading, some people doesn't read that one, and some people understand what they represent, and some people doesn't understand. So the same thing, suppose for example, instead of putting the same thing in a coding part or in the paragraph representation part like that, instead of using that, better to represent that data in a pictorial format. Pictorial means image format. When you show that particular one in image format, what will happen here it is, that means by seeing that within fraction of seconds, you will understand what it is happening in the business side. Suppose for example, you pull the data. When you use the reporting tool, what will happen? You will show in a different visualization, in a pictorial format. That pictorial format, we can call it as visualizations here. There are different visualizations are there, like graphs, charts, and everything. In that, our data, we can represent it. Whenever we are showing that one, there itself, it will clearly tells you, okay, suppose current year, how much profits, previous year, how much profits, current, when compared to the previous year, current year, what is the graphs it is. Like that, you can, by seeing that, you will understand. The same thing, if I want to represent in a, like in a paragraph wise, that means maybe it will two paragraph or three paragraph. No one will read that one. Suppose if you want to represent complete data of that particular complete business data, complete about that about the project, it will take like 5 to 6 pages. Okay, it's 5 to 6 paragraph or 10 paragraph, something like that. But if you represent that in a pictorial format within fraction of second, that means within the second, within a minute, they will understand how the business, where the problems it is, how we can rectify all the things by seeing this particular reporting tool. They need to analyze. The business people need to analyze it. So that's the reason everyone nowadays, everyone is using reporting tools. In that reporting tools, see, in a market, there are n number of reporting tools. Like Cognos is the reporting tool, Power BI is the reporting tool, Tableau is the reporting tool. And there are n number of reporting tools are there. Okay. Out of all the reporting tools, Power BI is the best one. Why Power BI is the best one? Because first one is Power BI is completely free to develop it. Power BI is a software which you have to free to develop all the reports and everything. When other reports, they're giving like a free version up to the limited. Like suppose for example, if it is a free means only few options only you can see it. Only few options only you can utilize it. Okay. Or else, suppose if they are giving complete version of that particular reporting tool, they are giving up to 3 months or 2 months or something like that. There is a restriction in that one. Okay. For one mail ID, they are giving 60 days, 30 days, like that they are giving the version. But after that, must and should you need to take the license. So as a developer, what you have to know, you have to completely understand that particular reporting tool. Then only you can proceed with whether I need to handle that particular tool or not, like that, right? So that's the reason Power BI is a completely free version. That means, and starting to ending, anything you can do it on Power BI. And in that free version also, they are included each and every point in that. Okay. So not only this one, when compared to the other reporting tools, here in Power BI, less navigations will be there. Okay. If you go to the Tableau or if you go to the ClickView, so suppose if you want to modify the column name or you want to change the logic of that one, you have to navigate to different options. Okay. So all the options and all the things you're handling multiple times, it's very difficult. Okay. So when compared to those reporting tools, what in Power BI, in one page itself, everything will be there. Suppose if you create one or two reports, you completely understand what that Power BI is. Okay. That's the reason nowadays everyone is using Power BI. Okay, so it is completely free, easy to handle each and every option. And if you suppose, for example, you didn't have an idea, also they can easily understand it because maybe those options are used in any of their particular, either in the education, those option names they can identify it, or else if you are working in any of the other tools itself, the similar type of names will be there. By seeing the names itself, you can understand it. So actually what will happen in Power BI it is, suppose if I want to apply one of the option, you don't know where that option is there. Okay. So once you like one time, if you go and see that option, what that option will tell you, you will clearly understand. No need to check some. No need to check like how this will works and everything. Okay. Practically not required anything how this will works and everything. Okay. So that is the beauty of the Power BI. So that's the reason nowadays everyone is using. This is actually this Power BI came to the picture in the year of 2013. Okay. But previously this Power BI is introduced by Microsoft. Okay. In the year of 2013, we are going to release this one. And before that 2013, Microsoft uses other reporting tools like as Cognos, okay, SSRS is the reporting tool. SSRS is the from Microsoft only, okay. So in that there are so many drawbacks out there, okay. That means connecting with the data sources or representing with a different visualization. There are so many problems inside. The same thing, the business users are very not very much interact with that particular tool. So that's the reason business users are requesting to recreate that particular tool itself. Okay, to the Microsoft. Then the Microsoft team will create a new tool. What are the problems they are facing? The same problem to overcome that problem, they are creating a new reporting tool that it is called as Power BI. What are the drawbacks are there in SSRS? Those are the advantages here in Power BI. Not only this one, business users are most of the times they are interacted with Excel. Okay. So stakeholders or business users are interacted with Excel. So they're asking like similar like Excel, I want a tool. Okay. So then this Power BI's tool is created. That means whatever formulas you created in the Excel, the same formulas you can use it here. That means, Vijay, I don't know Excel. That means I need to learn Excel about regarding if I want to learn Power BI. Not required. Because, see, if you don't know also, we can learn that particular part here in Power BI side itself. Okay. So no need of requiring anything. Okay. If you want to learn Power BI, not required anything. Okay. We will teach you like how you can connect with the different data sources and how you can do it. Everything will teach you. Okay. The problem is in the Excel is like, see, the problem in the Excel is everything the business people easily interact each and every option, but representing in the visualization part or representing in a pictorial format, that it is not possible more in Excel. So that's the reason this Power BI is used. Okay, because we can use more visualizations and how the business people is comfortable to that particular representing the data, that would be easy in Power. Okay, this is about the introduction for Power BI. And see here, suppose for example, and some prerequisites. Suppose Power BI is a software. Okay, Power BI is a software. Power BI desktop is a software. Okay, so this software, if you want to work with Power BI, means you have to install Power BI desktop. What is the software that is Power BI desktop? Okay, Power BI desktop software, you have to install it. Okay, this is the software you have to install in your local system or yeah, laptop or a desktop. Okay, in that devices itself, you have to install Power BI desktop. And one more important point is Power BI desktop cannot install on. Okay, Power BI cannot install on mobile. Okay. You always Power BI desktop software is only works on either desktop or laptop. Okay. In this one only, you can you can install that particular one and you can create whatever it is required. Okay. So for this Power BI desktop, suppose if it is free, where it is available. Okay. I will show you clearly. Okay, that it is available in the Microsoft site itself. You have to download that particular software and install that one, and very, very simple steps. And before going to proceed that steps, there are some prerequisites are required for that one. Prerequisites means requirements. Suppose if I want to install the software, Power BI desktop software, what are the requirements you needed in your laptop? That means in my laptop, suppose so the requirements is prerequisites. Okay. See, minimum 8 GB RAM. Minimum 8 GB RAM is required in your laptop or a desktop. Okay, 100%. Or else, if you are using or else SSD. That is also fine. Suppose, for example, instead of using 8 GB RAM, you are using SSD. That is also fine. That the SSD means how much SSD I need to, like, suppose sometimes 125 GB SSD is there, 250 GB SSD is there, 500 GB, 1 TB, like that it is there. Minimum how much you need to take? Minimum 250 GB SSD is fine. Okay. Minimum 250 GB SSD. With that, if it is there, then that is also fine. Understand? So nowadays, in the latest laptops, all are using like SSDs only. So if you have SSD, then you can use that one. And minimum, if you want, if your SSD is like 250, if it is more than that also, it is fine. Okay. So this is the one. Next requirement is Power BI will works on Windows operating system. Power BI will works on Windows operating system. Okay, that means if your laptop or a desktop having Windows operating system, in that only Power BI software will works. Suppose Vijay, I have a Mac is there. So is that Power BI will works? No. Only on Windows applications, Windows operating system only, this Power BI desktop software is works. Okay, so these are the requirements. Okay, only these are the two requirements. If you in your laptop or a desktop, if you have these two requirements, you can easily install that. Understand? Let's see that process. Yeah, that is also fine. Samir, what Samir is saying, like, see, like if you have 4 GB RAM is there, and can I extend it with SSD like 125? That is fine. Yes, that is also fine. Okay. Suppose not only taking only SSD, not only taking 8 GB RAM. Okay. Suppose you have 4 GB RAM and you are extended with 125 GB. That is okay. Okay. SSD means it's very fast to open that particular laptop or a desktop. Suppose when you switch on that particular laptop or a desktop, immediately that will open it. Previously, it will take a lot of time to open that particular one, like 2 minutes or 3 minutes it will take. Nowadays, whenever the SSD is came to the picture, then each and every like a laptop or a desktop, immediately whenever you switch on it, immediately the desktop will open it. Understand? So this is what. Okay. So these are the two requirements are there. So if you want to, so let's see the installation process is very easy. Let's see how we can install this Power BI desktop. So this Power BI desktop is, that means this software is available in the Microsoft site. So you don't know like how to go to that particular site. You don't know where that particular site, because Microsoft having a different application sites will be there. For Azure related, there are different ones. Like that, there are different. Which one you need to go, you don't know, right? So in the Google, you just need to type like Power BI desktop. See here, desktop download. Okay. Then in the first link, okay, download Power BI desktop from official site. This is the link is there. Okay. In this link itself, okay, your software is available. See here, this is the first link. Download Power BI desktop from official site. Okay. So in this link, when you click on this one, when you come down, you will see an option called download. Okay. And here, which one you need to download? There are two executable files. These executable files, you have to install it. First, you have to download this executable file into your local system. Then which one, which executable file and based on your system type. How would I know my system type it is? That means you will have this PC is there, right? In this PC, you will have this properties there. Properties. Okay. Right click on this one. You will see an option called properties. When you see the properties option, okay, see here. The properties are open. So see here, there is a system type is there. Okay. In this, the system type is whatever system. Sometimes if you are old lap, if you are using old laptop, they are giving 32 bit. Okay, this is 64 nowadays. Like mm, everyone is using 64 bit only. So whatever your system type is there, based on that you have to install that one. Suppose my system type is 64, select that one and click on. This is a 64-bit executable file. Okay, this is a 32-bit. Okay, so select that one and click on download. Once you click on download, what will happen? It is download into where you want to download. Okay. So if you want to download into your local system or downloads folder, put it there itself. Like, okay. Yeah. See here it is downloading. Once the download part is completed, we just simply we can install it and open that particular file. And we need to, after opening the Power BI file, what are the different things are there? Those we can discuss. Okay, that software is downloaded. Now you can install, now you can start the installation process for that particular software. Okay, so for installing that one, it's very, very simple steps. Let's see how we can do that. Okay, under the downloads, this is the software it is available. So if you want to install it means you just need to click on this one. See here, Power BI desktop setup underscore x64 is there. This is the one. It is a Power BI desktop. It is. So you have to install that one. Double click on this one. When you double click on this one, there are some steps will be there. You can use it. And those are very simple steps like next, 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 like that. Yeah. See here. So initially, which language? That is English language. If you want to select other than the English language, see here. When you come, when you click on this drop down, there are different languages will be there. Most of the times, everyone using English only. Okay, select that one and click on next. Once you click on next, it will go to the next step. Okay, so for opening that next step, it will take some time. Okay. Yeah. Is there any option format? What is this one? Lala Sahib? I didn't understand. Can I unmute it and you can speak it out there? Okay. Yeah, tell me. You can unmute and speak it out. Lala Sahib.
Sir, is there any option for Mac versions for Power BI?
No. No, then what you have to do, you have to use remote. You need to take the remote. You know, right? Remote desktop, right? Is there, right? See here, there is an option. This is the option. Okay. You go. See, this is the remote desktop connection is there, right? So in this, you have to get the access for this particular server, and so after giving those servers and everything, that in that particular server there is a there is an option like there in that particular server they are installing Windows operating system. So there itself you can work. That means if you are using Mac version means directly in that in that Mac version it is not possible. So you have to connect to this particular server by using this one, and in that server they are using like Windows operating system. There itself they can install and they can do that. Is it clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Clear, clear, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so this is the one. Next one. See here, when you click on next, what will happen? This is the option. It will comes. Click on next. Okay. After clicking on next, I accept terms in the license agreement. Click on next. Click on next. That means this is the path it is. By default, this is the path it is given. Same path you have to use. No need, don't change any path here. Okay, just click on next and click on install. Okay, so it will take time to install this one. After installation part is completed, the final step is finished. That's it. Okay. Mac OS user can also use Power BI. That's what I said, Samir. Okay. So Mac in Mac we cannot use that one. Okay. Power BI. So if you want to use it, just now I explained to Lala Sahib, right? It's the same thing. That means suppose your device is Mac it is. Okay. In that I want to use the Power BI. Directly it is not possible. Okay. In that Mac there is a remote desktop is there. Okay. So in that, okay, there is a server is there. So you have to enable that particular server. You know, you cannot enable that one. That means in in the organization level they are enabling that one. So just after enabling that, there you need to give the server name. After that you are connected to this particular server. In that server they are using Windows operating system, and you can use that Power BI software into that one, and you can create the report there. So this is what the process if you have Mac. Okay, understand clearly, Samir? Samir, is that fine? Thank you. See, everyone, you guys need, don't call me like sir, okay? You can call me Vijay. My name is Vijay here. So you always call with my name itself, okay? Thank you. So once this installation part, that means supported files are all the supported files are installed. So for that, it will take some. So Vijay, I have a doubt here. I'm already using Power BI desktop. Okay. Suppose new version came to the picture. At that point of time, I'm installing the particular software. Is that Power BI? That means whatever the latest version is there, when I install the latest version, is that latest version will create a new in the new separate software in Power BI desktop or laptop, or else it will be replaced with the existing. Okay, so it is replaced with the existing one. Whatever, suppose you are using January 2023 version. Okay, now the latest version it is like November, it is November 2023. Okay, so if I download and install that one, what will happen? The November, this in the same part itself. That means in the same software itself, it will be replaced with the latest one. That's it. Okay. It is not creating a different versions here. Okay. While we downloading Power BI desktop in Windows, it's showing invalid address. No, it is not like that. See, that's what I clearly showed you how you can and downloading and everything, right? So same like that, same steps you have to proceed. Don't worry, I will give actually I cannot share any document in this particular Zoom because this Zoom is a free version. Okay, that means it is a workshop. It is for workshop they are giving some just unmute and chart related things only. They are enabling the access. Okay, if I want to upload any document, I cannot upload it. So that's the reason what I will do is I will share the my documents, sample document to the admin team. So in that sample document, how you need to install, where you need to install, each and every step will be there. You just need to proceed those steps. That's very like I will show you clearly. See here, this is the this is the document I want to share. See here. See, this is the one. Okay. See here. In this Power BI, what is Power BI? And see here how you need to install which one you need to click on this one. See here where you need to type installing Power BI desktop. Go to the Google, type like Power BI desktop desktop, press enter button in your each and every option will be there. Okay. Yeah. See, even if you are missing the classes also, this document will help you with the screenshots and everything. Okay. See where you need to go, what you need to click on, and which one you need to choose. When you come down, you will have clear picture. Here you have select executable file according to your system type. Right, how you need to know the system type. Right click on this PC or computer, then go to the properties. You will find the system type. So since this is the screenshot, my system type is 64. So I have to select a 64-bit executable file and install the process. See here. So what for while the installation also, what are the options you have to select it, which one you need to, how you need to, what you need to select it. Everything will be here. So this document I will share it, share to the admin team. You need to check with the admin team. They will provide to you. Okay. So in that, very clear it is there. Maybe you are clicking on wrong link. So that's the reason it is going, it is showing invalid address like that. Okay. But if you click on proper link for this one, definitely you will get it. Understand, Sampath? Sampath. Is that clear, Sampath? Yeah. See here, the final step is finish. See here, once you click on finish it, for the first time, the Power BI desktop software automatically it will open it. Okay, for the first time. That means after installing Power BI desktop software, automatically Power BI desktop will open. Next time onwards, how can I open Vijay? That means in your keyboard there is a Windows key is there, right? Click on the Windows key. Here itself in the search bar, you have to type in the Power BI desktop. This is the software. Always you have to open this particular software and work on that report. You can create the reports there itself. Understand? So once you open the Power BI desktop, say this is the first window. See here. These windows are some sample. Microsoft will provide some sample videos to understand how the Power BI will works and everything. But initially you didn't understand these videos because these videos are like if you have some knowledge on Power BI, then if you go through these videos, then you will understand what these videos will do. But initially not required. So you can close this particular window, this window. See here, close this one here. Once you close it, this is Power BI desktop complete. This is the Power BI desktop software completely. Okay. In this Power BI desktop software, all the things will be there here itself. Like if you want to visualize, if you want to use the visualization, here itself it is there. If you want to load the data from different data sources, here itself it is there. If you want to provide a relationship between the data set, model view, here that the tab is available. Okay. Suppose, for example, if you want to load your sample, suppose while you want to create any reports in Power BI, sometimes it's very difficult to create a reports in Power BI because you don't know how to prepare a data and what type of data you need to prepare. You don't know. That's the reason Microsoft will provide some sample data. Okay. Initially, when you open a Power BI desktop, at that point of time only, you can load the sample data set. How you can load the sample data set? When you open Power BI desktop newly, see here in the center part, this is the center part. In the center part, four different options will be there. If you want to connect with Excel, you have to use this one. If you want to connect with SQL Server, you have to use this one. If you want to connect with, if you want to create a table in Power BI, then you have to use this one. Okay. So this is the sample data set. Okay. So if you don't know how to prepare a sample data set, better to take this sample data set. Click on this app. Click on the sample data set. Load a sample data. Okay. This sample data set is provided by Microsoft. You see, I'm not preparing or someone is preparing this one. This is completely prepared by Microsoft itself. You have to use that one. Okay. What type of data it is there in that one? Everything. See here, whenever you click on this particular one, okay, whenever you load that, see in that particular one there are different sheets are there. Okay, in that financial is the data you have to load it. After loading that particular financial data set, what will happen, that data set will be available in this particular data tab. See here, there is a data tab is there, right? In this particular data tab, that particular data set is stored. Understand? That means not only this one, any data sources. Suppose you connected with Azure data, load the Azure data into Power BI. Then that data set is also available under data tab itself. Okay, under data tab, each and every data set, whatever data sets are loaded into Power BI, those data sets are available under data tab. Okay, see here, this is the data set name. When you expand this particular data set, you will see the column name like sales, COGS, countries, and everything. Only column names. But Vijay, I want to see the data of that particular columns. Then you have to go to the table view. Okay, there is an option called table view. In this table view, see here. So under this particular whatever see here under data, there are different data sets are there. Whichever data set you are selected, that data set data you can see it in the table format. That means under the columns what data is there. Okay, each and every column what data is there here itself you can see. In report tab, you just see only the dataset name and the column names. That's it. Okay, so like this, you can load the sample data. So this sample data having character related column, numeric related column, decimal related columns are there, and date related columns. That means if you want to create any particular report, if any reports in Power BI means these are the combination of columns are required. Character, numeric, decimal, and date related columns. All the things it is there. See here, segment is the character. And when you go to the unit sold, this is a numeric related one. Okay. Manufacturing price. Like that, there are different columns is there. So that means they are giving like this. And by using the by seeing this particular data set, you will understand what this one it is. So based on that, okay, you can create the reports easily. Okay. So like this. Okay. This is the sample data set. Okay. Suppose you want to connect with any of the data sources where the data sources are available, there is a get data option is there. Under the get data, see here, only few data sources are available here. But when you click on more, you will see n number of data sources. Okay. That means here itself, see Excel is the data source and text is the data source, folder is the data source, PDF and SharePoint, SQL Server, all these things will be there. Whichever data source you want to connect it, that you can do it here itself. Suppose I want to load Excel, then select it and click on connected. Suppose instead of scroll down, it's very difficult to see where your data source is there. Just to type it in the search bar, what data source are required, you just to type like a 2 3 characters, then automatically those related characters data source it will come here. And just you need to click on this one and connect it here. Okay. Once you click on connected, it is asking that data source is asking some credentials. That means you are connecting with the Azure. If you are connecting with your without giving credentials, you are connected with Azure in the online itself. No, right? If you connected with the Salesforce, okay, without giving credentials, you are going to that particular application. No, like whatever credentials you are using, same credentials you need to give it here. That's it. You cannot see it is not extra thing here. It is just what data source are required for that particular data source. Whatever credentials are used, those credentials you need to give it here. That's it. And you are connected to that particular data source. And under the data source, what tables you want to load it, you just need to load those tables. Okay. You just need to load those tables into Power BI. And though whatever the data sets are loaded, those data sets are available under data type. That means whatever the data sets are loaded, those are unstructured data will be there. Okay. So you can make into structural format in this Power BI by using different options, by using DAX functions, by using transform data options. You can by using these options, you can make that in a structural form. Structural means which what business users are required in that format. You have to convert that data. Understand? And after that, you can easily represent that particular data in the Power BI side. Okay. So that means after loading that, you see here, this is the data source you can connect it. Suppose I want to connect with Excel. Then what you have to do, go to the get data, click on more, and where your Excel is there, and select this one and click on connect it. Okay. Once you click on connected, it is asking. That means it is connected to your local Excel. Okay. And what Excel data you required it. You have to select that particular Excel and click on open like this. Okay. Not only Excel, if you connected with SQL Server, there are some credentials it is asking. You have to give the credentials under the SQL Server. What are all the tables are there? Which table you want, you just need to select that particular table and click on like this. This is how you can connect it with the different data sources in this get data and load the data. Because if you want to represent our data in a pictorial format, means data is required first of all. Data need to be there in the Power BI desktop. So how you can get the data by using get data option? You can whichever data sets you want to load it. That means data sources you want to connect it. You can load it. So first of all, you are discussing about the data sources, data sources, data source. What is a data source? Data source is nothing but where our business data is stored, that we can call it as data source. Where our business data is stored, that we can call it as data source. That means the business data is stored in SQL Server. Business data is stored in Azure. Like a different application, the data business data is stored. Those related data you want to load it into Power BI because you want to represent that data in a pictorial format. So that's the reason you have to load that particular data in the Power BI desktop. And after that, you can represent. So for connecting to the different data sources, this is an option. Okay. Vijay, I have a doubt here. Suppose, for example, now the report is created with that SQL server. Suppose SQL server is the data source. With the SQL server, the report is created. Fine. Now, at exactly 10 a.m., okay, exactly 10 a.m., the data is loaded. New data is loaded in the SQL server. If the new data is loaded in a SQL server, does the latest data automatically it will comes into Power BI? No, it is not possible in Power BI. That means whenever the latest data is loaded in that particular data source, the Power BI cannot pick it automatically that latest data. You have to click on refresh option. That means you need to load that one. In Power BI desktop, you need to load that one. For loading that one, you have to click on refresh it, and then only the latest data will comes here. Otherwise, it is not automatically comes into the Power BI. That it is not possible here itself. That is the first point. Second point is, suppose I'm deleting one of the column here. In Power BI, I'm deleting one of the column of one data set. Does this that the same column is deleted in the data source? No, it is not possible. Remember this point also. That means CRUD operations. CRUD means create, read, update, delete. So that means if you want to create a CRUD operation, that it is not possible in Power. That means if I delete some column, automatically that it will be deleted in the Power BI, in the data source like SQL Server. No, it is not possible. Suppose if I updated some value, is that same value is updated in the data in the SQL Server also? No, it is not doing like that. Whatever the changes you have to do it in the data source, those related things only it will reflected. But if you did any changes in the Power BI side, it is not reflected to the data source itself. This is an important point. Okay, so this is what the this point. See here. Okay, and supported with the data. Okay, so this data, how we can represent in a in different pictorial format. Okay, I will tell you once again. Sir, how to get this data set? So, Samir, you understand right now, right? Samir, is that clear? How you can get this data set, data feeds? If it is a sample data set, it is getting the that means by default when you are installing Power BI desktop software, at that time the Power BI data source sample data sets also it is loaded in our system. Okay, in one of the folder it is loaded. That means where the software is installed in the drive itself, that particular data source sample data set is available. So you have to, whenever you click on sample data source, automatically it will go to that particular place and it will connect it. But for remaining things, like suppose you connected with okay, Excel, SQL Server, so you have to go to the get data and you can load that one. Is that clear? Suppose the data is not CSV file or any other files are available. Yes, it is available. See here. See, if your data is CSV files are there. See here, you see here text or CSV. That is a different one. For only Excel, these are the one. Suppose I have an Excel, suppose CSV file is there. With that CSV file, by using Excel option, can we connect it? Yes, you can connect it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Suppose my Excel, my data is stored in CSV file. So I'm not clicking on this text CSV. Either you can use text or CSV, or else you can use this Excel workbook. When you use the Excel workbook, it is connected to that particular CSV file. That is also possible. Is that clear, Srinath? Yeah. Samir, is that clear? Samir. Oh, okay, this is how you can connect to the data sources. So after loading the data sets in Power BI, you have to, whether suppose for example, if your data is in a proper structure format, okay, then directly you can use the you can represent that particular data in the pictorial format. If suppose for example, if your data is not in a structural form, then you will have after loading the data into Power BI, You can make that particular data in a structural. Structural means proper. What business are required, those related things you can convert it here. Suppose, for example, sorry. Suppose, for example, there is a financial data set is there. In that financial data set, there is a date column inside. Okay. Suppose date column is there. What client is asking is, I don't want the date column here. I want a month name. That means what business is required in that for in if that particular one, whatever business is required, if that if that the data is there in that format, then no need to do any changes. Okay, I have only date column, but client is asking month name. Okay, then what you have to do, that means that is unstructured format. Then you have to convert. That means structure and unstructured means whatever business requires in that format only. If data is there, then that is called a structure. If it is not there, that is unstructured. Okay, so if it is unstructured in the Power BI, you can make that particular data in a structural format. Okay, so for that, there are different options are there to do that one. You can go to the transform data and you can do it, or else by using DAX functions also you can do that. You can make the structure. You can make the data as a structural format. These are the two options. Okay, either transform data or DAX functions. Okay, so if I want to go to the transform data, this is the transform data option. Okay, in this transform data, you can make the data as a structural format. Okay, what it is required? See, simple options. See, no need to do anything. Suppose I have a date column. From this date column, see here. So from this date column, I want to generate a month name. So that means you have to know what option it is. Like see here in transform data, see here, there is a date column is there. In the date column, there is a month is there. You have to click on name of the month. See here, simply it is converted into month like this. That means, so whatever data is there, that data if you convert into structural format means no need to write any line of coding here. Just you have to use that option, but you have to know where that option is available. If you know that option where it is available, you just need to simply click on that one. Automatically Power BI will generate in the backend itself, it is generate, but it is showing what I expected, that output it is showing here. Okay, this is the one in this transform data. So by using different option, we can whatever the data is there, that data we can convert into structural format. This is the one. In this one, there are different options. Removing column. Suppose if I want to remove the column, this is the option. Okay, if you want to remove the rows, this is the option. If you want to sort a column, you can use this one. Okay, if you want to replace the values, that means all this transform data is related to data modification. That means what data it is getting in the data. If you want to modify it, this transform data options are used. That means in this transform data, this is a see this window we can call it as transform data window or power query editor window. Okay, in this there are different tabs is there. In each and every tab there are different options is there. By whichever option is required, you can use it. See here, see the option name also. It is by seeing the name of that option you can understand what that it will do. No need to check with other people what this option, because see here, remove columns. What is that one? That means it will remove, that means it will delete that those columns like this. Remove rows. See, not only this one, some options, some are different. Okay, those options we need to discuss whenever we are going with the regular. But in normal, remaining all options are similar, like replacing values, sorting. Okay, and data type. Okay, these are all like you already know that one, what that options will do. Okay, like that in transformed tab also you will have a different one. By using that, you can change it. Suppose I want to rename this particular column. See here, there is an option called rename. Click on this one. It is converted into that column name is converted into editable format, and whatever name you want, you can simply change that name here. Okay. Like that. If you want to move, or if you want to change the format like lowercase letters, okay, actually there is a month name column is there. In the month name column, I want to convert each and every character into small letters, then you see here lowercase letters like this. If you want to convert into uppercase, then see here, uppercase like this. See here, that means each and every character. So for that, you no need to write anything. Just simply click on that option that whatever you require, it will be converted into that format. So like this, there are different and add column is there. Whenever we are going with the regular, because each and every option here itself, it is explained means very difficult. So when you go with the regular class, you will understand what are these options and everything. This is one way of doing uh, modifying the data. Okay. So another way is DAX functions. So those DAX functions where you can create it in the model, see here in the model, there is a model tab is there. In that in that modeling tab, you will see new measure, new column in new table. By using these options, by using DAX functions also, you can make the data in a structural format. Let's suppose, for example, I want to display the month name. There is a DAX function is there. All those functions are single function, single word related functions. Suppose, for example, see here, I have a date column is there. See here, I have a date column. This is the date column. So with this date column, I want to generate a month name. So then for generating a month name of that particular by using the date column, okay, there is a function called format. Okay. See here in that format, simply so when I click on this particular options, what will happen? This formula bar is open. Here itself, whatever name you want, you can give it here. After is equal to, you have to write your formula. Like see here, format. See, simply. In the format, you just pass the column name. What by using which column you want to generate a month name? That column name. That means suppose date column. See here, date. If you type like date, there is a financial date. That means under financials is the data set. Date is the column. That means under the financial, there is a date column. Is there. Okay, just you have to use that column, comma. Okay, what is required? Month name. That format you have to mention it. See here inside this one, I'm giving four. This is the format. Okay, see here. This is the single word function format. Okay, and see the column is generated now. See here, the output is generated. You can use that one. Understand? So, like this, what business is required is the same by using DAX functions or transform data functions. Suppose if you difficult to remember these functions, better to use transform data functions. Transform data options are simply directly options will be there. Click on that one. That's it. No need of remembering what is column, what is format, and everything. You cannot remember all these things directly. Whatever DAX functions are there, the same functions we can implement in that answer. Okay, but in DAX functions, one or that means 10 to 15 functions are there. Those must and should you have to know because those are dynamic. Because whenever at the time of running a report, what will happen? At the time of running a report, what user is selected? Based on that, I want to perform different calculations. Then must and should we have to use by using DAX functions only we can implement those things. We cannot do it in transform data. Transform data options are static. That means before execution, you can use those options. At the time of execution, at the time of running a report, if you want to use the option must and should, you have to use DAX functions. Understand? That's the reason most of the times whenever running a report, this is the best. We don't know like what user is selected. Even we don't know. That's the reason when you select that particular one, when you select a particular value at that point of time, this is the calculation I need to do. If I selected this one, this is the calculation I need to do. Those related things we can implement in the DAX functions only. Okay. So all the DAX functions are simple. But the thing is, like we'll have like 30 to 35 functions are there. In all the 30 to 35 function, 25 functions you already know all the things. Okay. Extra functions you have to learn 10 to 15 functions. Those things are that means you know some, right? Some what it will do. You know minimum value. You know maximum function, you know all these things, you know, because in the education also you are using min, max, average, and sum also you are using. Okay. And if you are working in any of the tool itself, though in those also we are using the same names of the functions. Okay. That means so that in Power BI, that is the biggest advantage. Okay. What are all the previous functions in previous technologies? If whatever names you use it, the same names are there in the DAX functions itself. Okay. This is how. Okay. So these are the things we can create it in Power BI. Once the proper data is in structural format. Once the data is in a structural format, you can represent directly that data in the pictorial format. That pictorial format is called as visualization. Okay. Once again, sir, one more question in mod. See, Srinath, like even in Python also, they are giving some futures are there. Not how we are using all the things in that one. Is that how many visualizations Python will provide? Tell me. Okay, I'm asking a question to you. How many visualizations are there in Python itself? I will unmute it and speak. You can speak it out there because there itself we can clear it. One second, Ajit. Yeah. Tell me, Srinath. Like you can unmute and speak it out. Srinath. See. Okay. If you're not able to unmute it, I will tell you. Like, see here. So, like, not everything. See, in other applications also, they are like similar like Power BI. Not everything will be there in all the things because Python is handling with the scripting language. Okay, with the scripting language and visualizations and all the interactions and everything, do it. Everything we can do it means application would be very slow. Okay, so only few of the things they are enabled, not everything. Okay. Yeah, one second, Ajit. I will unmute it. Okay. First of all, I will like clear the doubt for Srina and after that. Okay. So even see, not only this one, in any technology it is used. But see here, it is very much interactive. That means suppose visualization wise as well as options wise. Suppose for example, in that option, suppose I don't know Python. If I want to learn Python means first I need to go to the Python and where the visualization. That means and where the scripting, where the interaction. You have to know each and everything. Okay. Each and everything. This is the for scripting. This is the thing you have to do it. That means I need to learn the scripting language as well as and other visualizations, how it will works in everything, right? But in Power BI, it is not like that because all the things in one option itself, in one tab itself, each and everything by seeing the name itself, what do you have to do? It is completely related to reporting. That means just to show the data. We cannot write any coding here. Okay. We cannot like writing a scripting. So no need to learn anything. That's the reason. If you learn one or two things, okay, okay. So if you learn like one or if you create one or two reports, you will understand completely what is Power BI. Can I do the same thing in Python? Can you give the guarantee? Because maybe that's the thing. Okay. Okay. So, like, suppose, for example, I want to learn Python. It's not easy to handle that one. Like, it's not easy. Like, suppose, for example, I want to learn Python. For that, it will take like 15 days, 30 days. Okay. We didn't have that much of time, Srinath. Okay. Suppose if you want to learn the Python and do the things in that Python means it's not that much of easy. But in Power BI, within 2 weeks, suppose you doesn't have any idea on Power BI, you will have 2 weeks training of in the organization level. They will provide it. In the third week, you need to start the work. You can definitely do that one. That it is possible because by seeing that you will understand what it is happening. But if I go with the other tools also similar like that. Only it will be there for other tools, but not completely. Only few of the things it is there. Okay. So here it is. And one more thing is by writing DAX functions, you can make the things dynamically. You can represent at the time of running a report. I don't want this calculation. I want this calculation. If I selected this one, I want to do this calculation. These things in Power BI only it is possible. Understand? No, no, not like that, Samir. Can we get using like a Java visualizations? No. Okay. They are, see, in Power BI, they are providing some visualizations. Okay. Those visualizations, we can call it as default visual. Other than those visuals, they are providing like 150 visuals extra. Okay. Those are custom visuals. Those custom visuals are created by different tools. By using different tools, they are creating. That means some those are third party visuals. That means some are by using Python script, they are creating some custom visual. Okay. By using Java, they are creating the one. But you cannot load that particular Java. In the Java, I have a visual. That related visual, you cannot load it into Power BI. That means in the custom visuals, whatever visuals are there, those visuals only you can use it. Those visuals are third-party visuals. That means Python, HTML, some are creating with the JavaScript, they are creating a visuals. And by using some are creating by using R related, they are creating a visualizations. Okay. Whatever visuals are there in that market store, those visuals only you can use it. You cannot, I have in Tableau, I have one different visual is there. I want to load that particular visual into Power. Is that possible? No, it is not. That means in Power BI, some default visuals are there. When you open any Power BI, at that point of time, some visuals are available. Those visuals only you can use it. Or else there is a custom visuals also there. Those custom visuals are available in the market store. In that market store, what custom visuals are there? Those only you can use it. Those are all are third-party visuals, not for Power BI related. Third party means the Microsoft will give that particular custom visuals creation to third party. Some who are having good idea on that particular tool, some visuals are created by R, Python, JavaScript, HTML. Like this, they are created. And they are created those visuals and put it in that particular market store, Microsoft store. Those visuals you can use it. But you cannot load directly from the different data source visual. You cannot do it here. It is not possible. Samir, is it clear? Next one. Who is that one? Like Ajit. Ajit, I will explain you related one. Okay. Yeah, Ajit. Is that okay, Ajit? Like after session, I will unmute and you can speak it out there. Okay. Give me 2 more minutes. Okay. Now that the proper data is ready. Now what you have to do? you can represent in a pictorial format. That pictorial format we can call it here as visuals. What is that? Visuals. Those visuals are under the home tab. See here, when you expand this one, see here, there are different categories will be there. Under the categories, there are different visuals out there. So these are the different visuals. Line and area related category, these are the visuals. Waterfall, funnel, scatter, these are the visuals. Pie, donut, and tree map, these things. Like see here, there are different visuals out there. Whatever visuals are available here, these visuals we can call it as default visuals. Okay. Okay. Only these visuals will be there? No, there are n number of visuals out there. Okay, where those visuals, other visuals are there, means those visuals are stored in the marketplace. Okay, those marketplace visuals we can call it as custom visuals. How you can load that custom visuals into Power BI? See here, in under the visualization, when you come down, you will see an option called Get More Visuals. See here, when you click on get more visuals, it will go to the market store. But before going to this, okay, you need to provide credentials. That credentials are, you need to provide your organizational credentials. Don't use your personal credentials like Gmail, Yahoo, like that. Always you have to use organization credential. Vijay, I'm a student. I didn't have any organization credential. Then how can I use this one? Means don't worry. In the regular class itself, I will explain you clearly how you need to use the organization credentials, because organization credentials are there in a different sample temporary mails is there. Those mail IDs, by using those mail IDs, you have to complete the sign up process. Those mail IDs you can use it here. With that, those mail IDs are validity will be up to 60 days. After 60 days, again you have to complete again one with one more credentials. You have to complete your sign up process and you can use. This is what you can do. Okay. So I already log in with this one. That's the reason when I click on this particular get more visuals. Okay. See here, it will directly go to the market store. Okay. See here, there is a get more visuals option is there. Click on this one. And these are the custom visuals. All these are custom visuals. Okay. See here, n number of custom. All these custom visuals are not generated with one application. With a different application, they are creating all these visuals. Different people are creating. Suppose, for example, I want this custom visual. What you have to do? Click on this one. When you click on this one, what this visualizations is there, what is the how to use this one, what type of restrictions are there for this platform, everything will be there here actually. Suppose for example, see here, there is some matter and key features and what are the advantages, how it is represented. If I'm taking that particular visual, how the that particular visual will be represented. See here, in this format it is there. Understand? Suppose, for example, see here, there are different images they are provided. So this is how the visualizations will be there. Suppose, for example, by this matter you didn't understand. So most of the people doesn't understand because these are created by Microsoft with expert people will create it. As a student, I didn't understand all these words. Then what you have to, don't worry, because this is the matter why. And one more thing is, if you don't know how to use this visual, they are providing a download sample. There is an option is there. Okay. In that, that download sample is a Power BI file it is. Okay. It is a Power BI file it is. Okay. With that file, when you open that particular file, how this visual is used and what type of data is what type of columns are used in this particular visual, everything you know here itself. Okay, I will show you clearly. See, not only this one, for any visual, not only for this particular visual, for any custom visual, they are providing with the information wise, as a document wise, how this visual and everything. Some people doesn't understand that documentation. Then you need to go with the download sample, because in the this visual and in different scenarios, how this visual This visual is used. Whatever information is available here, see here, this is the information, right? These information they are representing in the pictorial format. That means there are different scenarios will be there. In those scenarios, how you need to create this visual, what type of columns you have to use it in this one. Everything will be there here. See here, suppose for example, not this one, still it is not opening. Okay. That when you click on the download sample, it is downloaded into your local system. Click on open file, then that particular file will open. That means that is a Power BI file. The Power BI file will open. In that Power BI file, how this visual is used, what type of columns, whether you want to take numeric columns only, whether you want to take character related columns only, whether you want to take like combination of character data, everything will be there. Okay, not only one particular scenario, in different scenarios wise they are creating in a different pages in that particular file. Let's see. Okay, still it is not. Okay. These custom visuals are taking with the huge amount of data will be there. That's the reason file is opening little bit late. But once the file is open, then we can see like how this visual is used. Meanwhile, see, Samir, definitely, man. This is also software, right? Definitely. Nowadays, everyone is using Power BI. Okay. In each and every organization, in each and every project, they are trying to use all this. Okay, Power BI related. Okay. So, so once you get a job in Power BI, 100% you can survive, Samir. 100%. Okay, with my related course and practicing the things. Not see in my course is completely different. See, like how other people are teaching, I'm not going with it like that. For each and every topic, I will give the questions and you need to prepare that one. If you are complete that one, I will show what it is and where the problem it is. So like you cannot prepare like this. You have to go with this one. I will give some suggestions on by seeing that one. Once everything is completed, like each and every topic wise, real time discussions will be there. Like transform data. In transform data, there are so many options are there. We cannot use all the options in any in the project itself. What options are there? If what options, if you prepare it, you can handle both the things in the transform data, those things. And in even in the DAX functions also, not everything. Okay, few of the functions, if you prepare it and everything, you can get it. And how you need to prepare a resume, and how you can, what are the key points you want to, all the things I mentioned it. So with that, if you go like, you will have like 60% idea on the Power BI. When you go with the organization, then how you need to talk with the clients and everything you know. So we cannot teach all the things here itself because the different clients will be there. Someone UK clients are there, some UK US clients are there. When you are talking with those people, you will get an idea because see, we are giving like just how this tool is used and what are the key points. But client will tell you like how they are expecting. With a single word, they are telling you have to understand those related sentences and implement those things. Those things, when you are working with the projects only, you will get it. 60% you will get it, and remaining 40% when you are working with any of the projects on the Power BI, remaining 30% you will get it. Okay. When 30% you get it, when you change the companies, okay, there are different things, there are different logics they are created in each and every company, not in the same format. So those you have to like learn remaining 10%, like that. Okay, so definitely you will get a job in Power BI itself. Okay, before coming to here, definitely you will investigate with the different people and different things, right? So then only you will start learning this particular tool. Otherwise, you are also not interested in that one, right? So definitely, see, in each and every organization nowadays, Power BI only they are using. Even if they are using other reporting tools, also they are migrating to Power BI. Okay, this is what. Hey, yaar, what is this here? Still, it is not opening. We'll close this one again. Once again, I will open this one. Let's see. Yeah, how much time it has taken? I will give another example because this file is taking too much of time. So with see another example, but it is opening because maybe I'm opening with a different applications in my laptop, so that's the reason it's getting so. Uh, see here. Suppose I want to use this one. Click on this one, and there is an option download sample. I click on this one, and what is this one? This is the one. Okay, click on open. Okay, maybe my system is very slow, so you can try it. Okay, these are all are completely free to use it. You can try it, and you in that particular once you open that one in different scenario, how this visual is used, and for this particular visual, what type of columns are also we need to take it, and there itself they will clearly explain to you. Okay, these are the things. See here, either you can use the like custom visuals or you can use this one. Suppose I want to use this stagger. So for creating a visual is also very easy because see here, when you take this visual, see here, in this visual, these are there is an option called build a visual. That means if you want to create the visuals means you need to drag the columns in these categories. X-axis, Y-axis, legend, tooltip, and everything. X-axis and Y-axis means right? Even in the education, like graphs, right? X-axis and Y-axis. Like that only it will show. That means in this X-axis, you have to take the columns in this particular part. In the X-axis, X-axis means in a horizontal manner, the values will show. Suppose, for example, I'm taking the column, like see here, suppose, no, I'm creating month name column, right? I'm using in this one X-axis. See here, okay. And Y-axis, what related columns, like see, I'm drag and drop the columns in y-axis. Then those related, see here, then we immediately visual is created. See here, visual is created. Okay, that means, see, one important point is you have to know what type of columns you need to take it in that particular category. That means Vijay, in x-axis, what type of column? That means character related column or date related column, numeric column. You have to know properly. Okay, then only the visual is represented properly. Otherwise, and see, it is not looks good to see that particular visual. Okay, in x-axis, you always need to take character or date related. If whatever visuals having x-axis and y-axis is there, in those visuals, for x-axis, you always need to take character and data. Vijay, can't we take a numeric? Yes, you can take it, but numeric have more values are there. So you will have a scroll bar will comes. Most of the times in the organizations, we are using character or data related column. See here, just you need to drag and drop. Okay. And for y-axis related, numeric or decimal related columns only we can use. See, we have n number of x-axis, y-axis related category visuals is there. For all this one, this is the one. Okay. For x-axis, you have to take the numeric related. For the y-axis, you have to take the decimal or numeric or decimals. You can take it here. And in x-axis, character or date values. Okay. See here, just drag and drop. Okay. For using the columns, no need to write any coding. Just drag and drop and put it there itself. Or else if you click on add data also, it is asking from which table you want to load that one. You have to expand that one. Okay. So under this, after expanding this table, see here, this is the table. Under this columns are there. You have to choose the columns here. And you click on automatically the column. Or else you can drag and drop and put it. Okay. Suppose, for example, if you want to create a visualization, click on it. That means, suppose, for example, I'm putting a column in this one. Mm. Okay. See here on the top, see here, when you put a product column here, what will happen under the product? What values are there? In each bar, it is segregated into different types. What this color it is, that means it will shows here itself in the legend. That is the legend value. See what columns you are putting in the x-axis. See here what column it is, column. Under the column, what values are there? Month name columns are there. Those month name values are shows in a horizontal manner. Whatever column you are putting in the y-axis, those are shows in a vertical manner. Understand? These are vertical manner. Okay. Whatever column you are putting in the legend, those values are shows in this one. See here with the different colors. What this color it is indicated. That means blue means it is umbrella. See here when you mouse over it, you will see October product is umbrella, and that is the sales value. Like that it will be like that. For creating a visualization is also very easy here. Understand? And next one is and small multiples. That means suppose if I'm putting segment column in the small multiples, what will happen? That complete bar will be segregated into uh, uh, different segments. Okay. See here when you click on focus mode. See here. This is a in the segment under the segment column, there is a different values, channel partners, enterprise, market, government market, mid market, all these things will be there. For each and every segment, what are all the things? What are all the month names are there? For each and every month, what are all the sales values that it will shows here like that. Understand? So this is how. If you put like see here, in this one, see next one is tooltip. That means see here, and you use tooltip. See, under the small multiples, there is an option called tooltip is there. What is a tooltip? That means if you mouse over it, you will see some values. This window, whenever you mouse over it, the one pop-up window will open. That pop-up window, we can call it as tooltip. Okay. That means you can take like a number of things. That means by default, whatever columns you are used in x-axis, y-axis, and legend, Those values are shown in the pop-up window. If you want to see more values, then you can drag and drop those columns in the tooltip itself. Suppose, for example, see here, I want to put more values in the tooltip. Okay, there is a discount run user. See here, there is a discount run. Not only this one, you can put a number of columns here. Okay, see here, this whatever columns you are putting here in the tooltip, when you mouse out to that particular bar, at that time only it will shows. Like see here, discounts and gross sales. All for this particular color, it is shown. If you put this one, okay, for this particular color, what is the column name? That means what is the month it is, what is the product it is, what is the sales it is, what is the discounts, what is the and gross sales. And for this particular color, what is the color here? Paseo related things only it will choose. Understand? Like this. Okay, tooltip. Like whichever visuals having x-axis and y-axis, same options. So that's the reason when you create a visualizations also, you didn't have any confusion on this one. If you know completely one visualization, other visuals also same. See, let's see here some example. If I'm using line and thing, and here also, see here, x-axis and y-axis, line, legend, small multiples, tools, tooltips, and everything like that. Okay, if you know one visualization, remaining visuals also, you know what columns you want to drag and drop and how you can see those things you can drag and drop and put it here like this. Okay, this is how the visualizations you need to create. Okay, the last one is like what are the new features? One important point is every month they are going to release a new versions. Remember this point. Okay, whenever they are going to release a new versions, okay, they are uploading in two formats. Like one is video, another one is document. Both are available. Suppose, for example, what is the latest version of Power BI? It is November. It is okay. What is that? November version. Power BI. See, November update. If you click on this one, in the document wise, it will be there. See here, future summary is there. In the document wise, it will be there. If you want to go with a video, okay, you will have YouTube is there. In that YouTube, okay. So when you type here, Power BI, November 2023. You have to type like this. Okay. See here. This is the number. In this one, they will show you how what are the new features of the now. If you go with the document, some people have by seeing the document they will understand it. Okay, so if you click on this one, what will happen in the document wise with the screenshots also they will provide. See here. See, there is a visual called as new slicer icon. This will act like a button. How this acts like a button and here like this. Actually, this is a normal slicer. If you use a slicer button option, okay, it look like this. See how beauty of this one. Like that, what are the options they are providing in the number? They will clearly tell you with the screenshot and where. But this option, if you want to enable it, means you have to go to the file. See, for any option, if the new option comes, means you have to go to the settings and there you can. You know, right? For each and every application, setting icon is there, right? For Power BI also setting icon is there. Go to the options and under the options, okay. So here itself that future is available or not, you can check it here. Okay. So where that is, they will guide you. They will tell you like if you want to enable this one, there is an option called preview features is there. See, this is the one. In this preview features, whether that particular one is enabled or not, you have to check it here. Okay. That means New button slicer. Is that button is checked or not? New code visual. Mm, okay. Here it is not there. Here also preview features are there. Mm, okay. See here, this option is there. Okay, that it is already there. What here it is saying that that option is already available, so you can directly use that one. See here under the slicers. See, this is the option. When you use this one, this slicer, and you can represent that in this format. See here. Okay, so that means image as well as what is the name. Suppose previously it is like that. It is not looks good, right? If it is like that, it would be very easy for you. Who is that person, particular person, and that particular person name and mail ID. By seeing that, they will understand, right? So that's the reason. Okay. Not only this one, there are different options will be there. Suppose, for example, okay, for reference labels are there. Okay, that means here these are the options. That means whenever you will see these options will be there for the visualization. Those related things like if you click on more options, then reference labels are there. Okay, when you click on this one for any visual, not only this one, if you go to this format, see this is the format. Okay, for only few of the visualizations, the reference labels are there. By using the reference labels, like you can represent it how you with the sample data you can take it and represent those things. See here, this is how it look like this reference labels. Okay, this is a multi-card multi-row card. When you use enabling the reference label, it is look like this: opportunity count, opportunity open, and how much loss, and like this if you want to show like this. Okay, like that every month they are going to release a new versions. All the versions you have to you every time you have to use the latest version only. Don't use old versions. Whenever they are going to release a new versions, immediately you have to install. You know, right, how you need to install that one. You can use that one. Because why Vijay, what is the use of using the latest one? Because what will happen here it is in this one, when you use the latest version, what will happen? Previously, by writing some logic, you are implementing that. But when you use the latest version, maybe that those related direct options also it is provided. So that's the reason every time. See, there sometimes when you write more coding part and implementing that one, maybe in next to two versions they're directly giving that options. That is the biggest advantage in Power BI. Suppose you are implementing one and that logic, like you are creating some tax functions, you are implementing the logic. That logic is very big and understanding also very difficult. Then, whichever logic is difficult, some people, if most of the people are using that one, okay, you are using here, immediately they are also monitor that one, that logics. Okay. So if it is difficult, they're trying to provide a direct option like that. So many options enabled like that. Okay. If it is logic is difficult means immediately they will directly provide like a direct option. But most of the users you want to implement that logic for that related logic only they are giving direct options. Maybe like in next to 2 months, definitely they will provide. Not only this one, all the things they are nowadays the Power BI trying to do like instead of writing even in the DAX function, they want to directly put it as direct options. It is that means even like any of the student. don't want to struggle in this Power BI tool. They're automating all the things like without writing a single line of coding, like even functions also. Without doing that also, they are enabling that one. Okay, so that is the one. That's the reason you always need to follow the latest versions. Okay, suppose previously the visualizations are available under here itself, but it is moved from here itself. Okay, when you move this one also, like these tabs also, see here, data tab and format tab, these tabs also directly the tabs are available. But now there, see, when you open, always the tabs are open means the performance of the report also increases. Okay, so that's the reason there, whenever it is required, you have to enable that particular tab. That's the reason they're in the latest version, they are enabling these things. Whenever I require data type, I can click on and use it. Whenever I require format at that point of time, remaining things it is hidden like that. These are the new features. Not only this one, there are a number of features are added. Every month they are going to release new versions. New features will come and you have to utilize that. And those also very, very easy to understand. Okay. Even in my, if you join in my course itself or anything, document wise and everything, very clear to that particular one. And what are the latest to 2 months version is there? Those we need to discuss it. What option is there? How you can use it with real time example. I will explain. Okay. This is about the futures. New features oh, are there in Power BI. Means these are the things. Understand? Right. So this is what completely about this workshop. So if anyone having any doubts, like first one is like Ajit, you tell me.
సరే ఇప్పుడు మాకు డేటా మోడలింగ్ లో ట్రాన్స్ఫార్మ్ డేటా ఉంది కదా సార్, దానిలో మొత్తం బాగా చేంజెస్ చేయాల్సి ఉంటుంది ఆ డేటాని తీసుకున్నప్పుడు.
Yes.
అంటే అది చేయనికి అన్ని చెప్తారు సార్, దానిలో అన్ని ఏమేమి టైప్స్ ఉంటాయి అన్ని చెప్తారు.
Each and every option I will explain you, Ajit. Don't worry. If you want, you can check with see, you check with the previous students, the feedback and everything. Okay. Each and every option in the transform data, each and every option in the DAX function also with the different examples and how we can represent it, what type of columns you have to use it for this option. You have to know all these things. Okay. So for those things, I will explain you in the regular class because this is the workshop, right? So workshop, we cannot give complete description on this.
ఓకే సార్,
Is that
డాక్స్ ఫంక్షన్స్ కూడా ఏమన్నా అంటే మ్యాథమెటికల్ ఏమైనా ఉంటాయి సార్, లేకపోతే ఇవి కూడా కొంచెం.
see, all are like a similar, like see, in educational or in if you work with any other tools also, those related DAX functions only it is there. But extra few more like 10 to 15 extra functions are there. Those are dynamic functions it is. When you use like at the time of running a report, though at that point of time only you have to use those functions. Those are the different one. Remaining all are same itself.
సార్ ఇప్పుడు మనం ఎస్క్యూఎల్ వితౌట్ ఎస్క్యూఎల్ కూడా పవర్ బిఐ నేర్చుకోవచ్చా, లేకపోతే ఎస్క్యూఎల్ మ్యాండేటరీ నేర్చుకున్న
Is
వాళ్ళే
SQL
పవర్
is
బిఐ?
not the SQL is not the mandatory, but SQL is also important. Suppose, for example, you are completely Power BI person. Okay. Suppose, for example, after 10 years, if there is no opening on the Power BI, then you have a different skills also, that would be easy for you. Okay. For each and every Power BI, okay, nowadays in each and every organization, only SQL Server is the data source. Okay. So if suppose sometimes if for easy handling the queries also, you need to know the SQL Server. So for that, I'm giving SQL Server free course. Okay. To
ఓకే.
join Power BI, we are giving like a free SQL Server course. Okay. But
ఓకే.
okay. So that
Then
means tomorrow onwards, a new batch is started tomorrow evening 7 p.m. Okay. That is the
ఓకే.
regular classes. Okay. It will be there. For Power BI, if you get the payment for Power BI, for SQL Server, you need to learn free.
ఓకే. Thank you, sir.
Anything is there, Ajay? Anyone having any doubts? No, no, no. Python, even I don't know Power BI, I think, Deshmukh. Okay. So without knowing Python, R, and all these things, see, I'm almost surviving like 8 years in this Power BI. Okay. Not required. It's not mandatory. Suppose if you have an idea on Python, you want to create the models in Power BI, that's your option it is. But it's not compulsory to learn. If you want to go with the Power BI, it's not compulsory to learn Python. See, not only Python, anything. Suppose I want to connect with the Azure. That means, did I learn to Azure? Like, that means, no. You need to know how you need to connect with Azure data and load it into Power BI. After loading the data into Power BI, you know what you need to do, right? If whatever data sources you want to connect it, if you don't know those data sources, either Google or your colleagues will help you how to connect the data. After loading the data, you can handle from your Power BI side. That means it's not compulsory to learn those things. Understand? Deshmukh. See, not only these things, Prasanna, like you need to learn more. That means, see what will happen here. It is each and every option, and you have to know practically, like what this will do. Suppose they are saying like, uh, I want to replacing a value. Replacing a value, how the PL 300 certification asking what replace value will do? They didn't ask this question. They will ask you like what type of column you have to apply it on replace value. Is it applied for complete cell value, or you have applied for part of this thing? Suppose, for example, power space BI is there. In place of space, only I want to replace it to some other value. Is the replace value will do it? This is the question they are asking. If you are practicing in depth, then only you will understand it. And suppose some of the options are applied, whether the character column is used for this particular option, these type of things, they are not asking the definitions at that point. So those related things you handle it whenever you practice more on that. Understand, Prasanna? Prasanna. Yeah. Anyone having any doubts? Yeah. Tell me, Sampath. Sampath, you can unmute. See, this is an option to raise your hand. There is an option in the Zoom link itself. Raise a hand is option is there. You can raise it and speak it out there. Whenever you raise a hand, I will unmute and you can speak it out and clear the doubts there itself. Tell me, Sampath.
Hello.
Yeah.
So how many days it will take to complete the course, sir?
45 days.
45 days. Like related to parallelly, there will be a projector after completion of the theory part. There will be project.
See, like the 50 days actually, because 40 days for Power BI, 10 days is for real-time scenarios. Like suppose, for example, one project explanation from starting to ending, okay, and interview questions preparation, okay, and resume preparation, and Naukri, how you can apply the jobs in Naukri, and how you need to send out any emails to HR when you get emails, and those related things, those 10 days will be there for this.
Okay, like so related to job portal, like LinkedIn, there are
Yeah.
which will be the
Naukri only I explained to you. Okay. How you can see, not uploading the resume, that is not the one. There are some more options you have to do it, then only you will get a calls and everything, right? That's
Okay.
that I will explain.
And this is a Microsoft
Power BI.
Power BI, right? Like
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
than completion certificate, like we need to do certification related to
Yeah,
Microsoft.
certification is Microsoft certification. You have to do it after completing this course. The institute will give the certification. That certification, it's up to you only. But if you want to go with organization, if you are going with on-site or something like that, they're asking Microsoft certification, not related institute related. You have to do
Yeah,
with
yeah,
certification.
that's what I'm asking. Like it related to Microsoft certification. So
Yeah.
we will get an guidance from you
Yeah.
institute.
Like, see, I will tell you like where you need to go and what are the dumps, where the dumps is there. With the dumps only you have to, because every time the exam pattern it changes. Okay, that's what just now I explained to someone, right? So see, certifications are, it is Power BI related questions only. It is not other than the Power BI. But why everyone is not cracking that one is the problem is, and they didn't practice at that point of time. They didn't observe what type of column they are using and what are the things you have to use it. And those related things also you have to observe very, very clearly, each and everything. Okay. Then only you can complete your certification on these things. Okay. So
Okay.
simply like they didn't ask you like what remove columns will do, what replace values will do. They didn't ask all these questions. They
Okay.
ask what type of things. If I replace it, whether it is replaced with the complete cell value or part of this string. Okay. Like these type of questions they will ask. You have to, whenever you are practicing at that point of time, if you clearly observe that one, what option it is, then only you can complete that certification related things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like last question, sir. Uh, for the Microsoft certification, how much fees it will be?
That means like 4,500 as per my idea. It is like 4,500. In the Microsoft site itself, you have to book the slot, and with the amount is 4,500 something, 4,700 like that.
Okay.
Including GST, I think 5,000 it will be there.
Okay.
Okay, so and book the slot, and on the slot itself they will depends on you. Like if you want to take the exam in your home, or you want to come to the online class, you have to continue in the online or offline. If you want to come, then they will give like some where you need to come and take the exam and everything. They will tell you. Okay. If it is online means in your home itself, but if you take the class exam in the online itself means you have to be very careful. That means beside of things, no book or nothing will be there. If it is there, then suddenly they're canceling. Okay.
Okay.
And backside background, that means completely each and everything you have to show it. After that 1 hour, after that all these checkings, then only they're start the exam and everything.
And if we if we pass the examination,
Hmm.
we will get a certification, right? That
Yeah,
there
yeah.
will be expiry date.
Immediately, see, after writing an exam, immediately they will tell you. Okay. Once the session is ended, immediately they will give the result. Okay.
Like there
Whether
will be score that.
yeah. Whether you passed or not. If you passed it, how much marks you are getting? Uh, First, immediately you will get an certificate. That means whether you passed or not. If you passed it, then separately they send out a certification related to your mail ID. Like that.
And how overall how many
750
many
out
marks?
of 1,000, out of 1,000, 750 you need to get it.
Okay, okay. Like if we pass the examination at for single attempt, how many there will be any how many
The
days it will be?
benefits, yeah. It will be valid for 3 years.
Okay. After that, again we need to
Hey,
attempt.
again you need to write.
Uh,
Yeah.
like if we fail for the 2 or 3 times, there will be any option for.
No, see, n number of times you can write it some, but there is no restriction on this one. N
Oh,
number of in a month itself you can write, like if you have patience you 10 times, 20 times. For each and every time you have to pay for 4,700.
no, there is something rolling out. If we fail for 2 to 3 times, again we need to wait for 6 months or
No,
something.
not like that. Not like that, Sampath. Not like that.
Okay. Okay, fine. Thank you.
If you are a rich person, you to write
No. Just to clarify,
yeah.
because based
Yeah,
on
yeah,
that.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, understand. Yeah, just I'm kidding. Yeah, don't.
No, nothing. Oh, fine.
Yeah. Is that fine, right, Sampath? Any doubts you have?
No. For as of now, everything is clear.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank
Like,
you for
how much the course fees will be? Like 11,000, right? With videos.
yeah. That so I'm not handling those things. That admin team will check all these things. Can you please reach out to the admin? They will tell you. Like 11,000, I think so. For sometimes 7,000 also there, but it is I think offline days. I'm not clarity completely on this one. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I
Like,
think 11,000 for online. Don't know. Like for
okay.
offline people, like us, it is 7,000, I think.
Oh,
Because
oh,
of yeah. Offline and online will be there. Who want to come to the offline? You can-
okay. We'll cross check with the admin team and
Yeah.
clarify.
Thank you.
Uh,
Yeah, Rajesh.
So course fees 11,000.
Yeah, I think 11,000. I didn't have clarity because sometimes all offline people also there, Rajesh. They are coming and they are saying like 7,000 and online people 11,000. I don't know completely clarity on this one because even I don't want to touch those things because I'm handling only the course related one only. So that's the reason. Better to check
Only
with that. They will help you on this one.
only Power BI course. Yeah,
Yeah,
Python, SQL,
no,
advanced SQL.
SQL Server will be there. Power BI and SQL Server will be there in this course. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Ajit.
సార్ ఫ్రెషర్స్కి ఓకేనా సార్ ఇది మళ్ళీ అంటే ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ వాళ్ళు అది అంటున్నారు మార్కెట్లో జాబ్ మార్కెట్లో ఫ్రెషర్స్కి లేవు 3+ పెట్టాలి 2+ పెట్టాలి అంటున్నారు యాజ్ ఎ ఫ్రెషర్గా ట్రై చేయొచ్చా సార్
See, suppose for example, see, not only you, for everyone I'm saying, in your career, 100% you will touch Power BI. 100%, 200%. In any of the one of the scenario. Even if you are working with a .NET or Java something, one of the situation definitely you guys need to work on Power BI also. Okay, that it is either a fresher or an experience, that it is situation. It's not compulsory to say as a fresher. Fresher, most of the people by freshers only they are handling with the Power BI. Okay, if it in experience, they need to give like more salaries and everything, right? So they're giving training and they're writing a bond and everything. So after writing a bond, they are taking 2 years it will be there, and they will, as a fresher they cannot lose that job, right? So that's the reason they are completely dedicated to that Power BI, and they are they are working like a 10 years experience people how they are working. Same fresher is also working. So power in freshers also openings will be there, Ajit. Okay. Okay. But you have to try it, man. Okay. So if see if one year you completed right, and you will definitely see, because Power BI is very easy one. Okay. So once you get a job, you can your life is very easy. Okay. If you go with other related skills, I'm not saying like those skills are difficult. Maybe you didn't have that much of time. Suppose out of 8 hours, okay, in Power BI you can spend like 4 to 5 hours, and remaining 3 hours you can free it. But it is in other tools, it is how it will be there, I don't know. This is how the comfortable in Power BI side. Understand, Ajit?
ఎస్ సార్ థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, tell me, Samir Mohanty.
హలో
Yeah.
సార్
Yeah, hi man, how are you?
కెన్ ఐ గెట్ ఏ జాబ్ విత్ పవర్ బి ఓన్లీ
Sorry.
కెన్ ఐ గెట్ ఏ జాబ్ విత్ ద నాలెడ్జ్ ఆఫ్ పవర్ బి ఓన్లీ
See, better to learn with SQL Server also. Yeah, in my course itself, I'm teaching SQL Server also. Same
హౌ
how
మెనీ
I'm teaching Power BI, same like that. Better to learn it because sometimes you need to handle both the things. But if you know only Power BI, you can handle it. But some of the situations like you can need to handle both. At that point of time, see again you need to learn. See, SQL Server also very easy. That I will teach you completely how SQL Server will be there. Okay.
Sir, how the course duration, how many months?
That means 40 days. I told you, right, Samir? It is completely 40 days. And remaining 10 days, like what is project explanation, one project explanation, interview questions. And if they are asking this question, what answer you need to give, like those things we need to handle. And resume preparation also. Like some people are asking, like, can I put this point or not like that? So that's the reason. What are the points, key points in the resume? What are the things are required? Those related resume preparation, Naukri. All these are 10 days, remaining 10 days.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so yeah. No, see, it is not like see all the companies see in Indian like no company is asking like about the certification. When you go with an abroad or something, they will ask certifications. Even in the organization also, after getting a job into that one, there some people are the managers are asking whether you are certified or not. Okay, try to complete the certification. If you complete the certification in the organization level, they only pay the fees here, but you have to pass. Once you pass, they will give complete amount is credited to your account, like that. Those are the benefits they are provided the organization. Okay, not compulsory. That means in the interview in the interview point of time, they didn't ask like whether you are certified or not. So you have to say I'm planning to do that one because I handle with a different skills. Okay. So recently I migrated to Power BI. So now I got a good idea on Power BI. So I can handle on Power BI. So I have a confidence on that one. So I can do it in next to 2 months. I want to do the certification. But you have to explain like this. Okay. So once you get into the project or something, definitely they will ask to do the certification. Okay. So they will give you the training. If you complete your certification and show that one to manager, then the HR people will credit that amount to your account like that. See, Srinath, depends on your experience, the package will be there. Okay. If your experience is 3 years, 3 into 3 multiplied with 3, okay, your package is like that. You need to ask, suppose your have experience is 3, how much package you need to ask? 9 lakhs, like that. Okay, depends on the situation. Okay, like if you are a fresher, you will get like a 3.6 or 4. Once you get a 3 years, like 7, 8, 9, like that it is going on. Okay, like that. Okay, so we can stop it here and we'll continue. Uh, maybe next workshop will be there in the next week. So uh, we'll we'll meet it there itself. Okay. But tomorrow onwards, a new batch will be started for Power BI. If anyone interested to join, you guys can join. Soumya, yeah, tell me, Soumya.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Soumya, tell me.
For table visual, I want to sum the time, count the days, total
No,
number of days time I want.
see here. Suppose, for example, this is the table. This is the table visual, right? Here. Okay. See here in this one. Suppose, for example, months are there, month names putting here. Okay. How many months are there? I want to know it. I'm putting the same column, but I want to perform an aggregation for this one. See here, when you click on this arrow, there is an aggregation. Don't summarize option. By default, it is put account here.
Not
Let me
that
tell
one,
you.
sir. For
Hmm.
time columns, I want for time column some, sir.
Time column sum.
Yes, sir.
Time column sum means you have to, that means hour or there are different things are there, like hour is the one column, month is in one column, second is in one column, then you will get a total. Okay. If the complete time is in one column means that it is directly not possible. Okay. But by doing some DAX functions, you can get the result, those things.
Actually, I'm not getting the correct answer. Here, time, here, number of, अरे, month name is there, no, sir. Count of
Mm,
month name.
mm.
List of times will be there, sir. At the below, I want the
Okay.
days, hours, months, seconds, minutes, seconds, like
Below,
that.
below.
Uh,
No, it is not possible here. In the total, it is not possible. Suppose
I
you are
want like
putting
that.
like suppose for example there is a time, that means hour, minute and second is there. The same
Yes.
column you have to put it and count you are getting like this. That means that particular like 11:17 is there. 11:17 for this 11:17 how many are there? Like
Mm.
11 hours 17 minutes how many are there, that it will choose. But below also the same value how it will choose, because the day, each row having a different time, right? So what time related? That means it cannot be calculated the total one. You can do it in a different way. How you can do it? You can segregate it into different thing, like a different column. Like hour is one column and minute is in one column. Then hour related column, if you put it here, then what is the total of this one that it will show here? Okay. Suppose hour having like 200. The 200 it will show. And minute like 200 it is there. You have to divide it with the 60 seconds like that. That is the
Yeah.
one. Or else one way we can do it. Like in measure also we can calculate it. In
Mm.
measure we can show like divide with 60 and how much it is getting, that related hour, and divide with the 60 it is like seconds like that, it is like minutes like that. You can
Mm.
calculate like that and show it in the measure, not in the table. In the table below that total means wait, total value will shows on the numeric or decimal related column only. Understand? Not for
Yes,
a
sir.
character, not for a date. See here, is the total is available for a name related month name related column? Is there is that it is there? No. But
No,
here,
sir.
whenever numeric related column, the total is shown. For not only numeric, decimal related column also total will show. For date
Mm.
related, is the total value will be there? No, right? Okay. If for time also, it is not showing like that. Understand?
And sir, under doubt, if we separate after separating and totaling, can we merge the columns, sir?
Yeah, you can do that. In measure only you can do it. So first what
Okay.
you have to do, sum of that hour related column, sum
Uh,
of month related, minute related. Okay. After
okay.
that, what you have to do is
Mm.
combine those things, those values. How you can combine it? By using double ampersand, you can put colon inside that one, and those you
Mm.
have. You understand, right?
Okay.
Like this. See here. Suppose. See, like this. Suppose it is getting okay 10 hours it is suppose. Okay.
Mm.
Total is 10 hours. Then you can combine like this, right? Like this. You can combine like
Yes,
this
sir.
column and
Double quotes.
yeah, and minute related column. Understand?
Mm. Okay.
Minute related. Sum of minute. That one like that. Then you
Mm.
can see that particular value in hour and minutes, right? In the format.
Okay, sir.
See, even you didn't have any knowledge on this particular one also, Trilok, like you can easily learn Power BI. Okay. Suppose I didn't have any knowledge on, I didn't have any IT background, even though you are handling Power BI very easily. All the people who doesn't have any idea on IT, who doesn't have any knowledge on that particular any coding part, those related people, learn the Power BI. Understand? Okay. So we can, yeah.
Yes.
So we can stop it here and we'll continue in the next workshop. Okay. Bye guys.